Oh, thank God, I'm done with Lysithia. Alright, Hilda, how many supports do you have? Oh, thank God, just the one.
Why do I have to clean the library?
Is it your turn?
It looks like you're not busy. I was quite busy sampling pastries, I'll have you know.
That's not being busy.
Who wants to sort books anyway? They're so bulky and heavy, it takes forever to lug them around.
And yet your chest melons are not?
No, I don't mind it. Oh, you like cleaning then? I will say you look like someone who'd be good at it. Well... In that case, it's all yours. I'd only slow you down if I'm being honest. As I always say, if you want something done right, let someone else do it themselves.
Hilda, that's not really
Right.
good.
I'm off to run some errands. I'll leave all this in your capable hands. Hey, Marianne, are you? Whoa, what happened? This place looks even worse than before. I didn't realize that was possible.
Looks the same to me.
Sorry, Hilda. I just didn't know the best way to organize the books while sorting.
Oh, well, no way around it, I suppose. I'll show you how it's done. First, you have to decide where you'll put each topic. Then, all of the books that don't match that topic, remove them from the section. When you remove them, you need a temporary place to put them. Let's put books on magic here, books on swordsmanship here. Once you've done that, you just put the books back in their sections, like so.
Wow, Hilda, that was incredible.
Yeah, what kind praise. Looks like in the end, I'm doing this whole thing on my own,
Sorry. The least I can do is help you put them back on the shelf.
Wow, Hilda actually had to do some work. What a surprise. Well, we're not scaring Bernadetta, so that's good.
How are you, Catherine? You look well enough.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Never better.
That is good. I cannot help but be concerned, given your tendency toward incautious behavior. While boldness can be a virtue, I do hope you will bear in mind that recklessness is not. A moment's negligence can lead to a mortal wound for even the most skilled fighter.
You worry too much. If they saw me in action, the wounds themselves would cower.
That is precisely the attitude that worries me, especially given your history. You have been gravely injured before, as you no doubt recall.
Me? Gravely injured? When did that happen?
You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days as a student at the Officers' Academy. There was an excursion, a monster hunt. You charged ahead and left your fellow students behind. You ended up alone and surrounded. You almost died. Do you truly not remember?
Are you sure? All I remember is cutting down monsters left and right.
That is true enough, but you nearly bled to death in the aftermath. The Archbishop was so concerned for your life, he tended your wounds personally.
Oh, that was when that happened. Finally! It all fits together. Lady Rhea looking after me. Now that I remember clearly. That was the first time she ever spoke to me. I was lying on the ground, caked in mud, and she gently picked me up, even stroked my hair. The emotions were so overpowering that they must have just cleared away my memory of the whole incident. So it was during the monster hunt. Thanks, Sedith. That's been bothering me for ages.
That is not quite why I brought it up.
Come to think of it, Lady Rhea hasn't healed me since then. We've got to find Lady Rhea, and then maybe someday she'll honor me like that again.
Wow. Alright, Hanneman. Oh, great. Time for the Manuela.
Professor Henneman, you You wanted to speak with me?
Miss Marianne, hello. Do pardon the mess. Please have a seat.
Yes.
What mess? Your office looks pretty good.
I have been puzzling over why your father would wish to conceal your crest. And I have arrived at a conclusion. Would you like to hear it?
No, I would rather not.
Ah, fair enough. Then I will keep it to myself. However, if my theory is correct, well, then it is only natural for you and your father to try keeping your crest a secret. That said, I feel I would be remiss if I didn't point out that I consider this decision a most grievous.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Crests never manifest in someone unfit to bear them. Which means, Miss Marianne, you have the ability to make the most of your crest, because it is, by definition, your crest.
I have no desire to make use of my crest.
But it can be of service to you, and I would venture to suggest, to the world at large.
Ever since I was born, that crest has been nothing but a burden to me. My parents, too.
Ah, that's right. I have heard that you were adopted. Did one of your birth parents also have that crest?
Yes. It was my father.
Then that crest is evidence that you are your true father's daughter. Concealing it, hiding that truth from the world, is denying your true parentage, is it not?
I don't...
I'm not suggesting you flaunt your crest. That would be highly unnecessary, possibly even dangerous. I simply wish you to accept who you are.
accept it?
Accept the crest and allow its power to come forward. Then it will open itself to you. Whatever the crest may be, whatever its origin or its nature, it can serve you. It is yours to command, however you wish.
Mine?
Nobody can decide how to use your crest, Miss Marianne. That choice is yours alone.
I will think about that.
I mean, given Marianne's crest and everything, I'm surprised they don't bring back, like, the Beast Stones or the Dragon Stones and have her transforming in battle. Alright, let's get this one over with.
You keep doing things that aren't called for. It's driving me batty.
You presuppose I am only thinking of you.
Ugh. Let's just not do this, shall we? I don't know why we always end up fighting.
It can hardly be helped. You and I seem opposed to one another on a, let's call it, an instinctual level. Perhaps this could even be considered a form of fate.
What an awkward fate to have. I'd like you a lot more if I just hated you. All this fighting and making up is just exhausting.
Agreed, yes. It does feel as if we have fallen into a rather tiresome bit of repetition.
What a waste of effort. We're absolutely hopeless, the both of us. Here's a thought. Couples who are similar to one another, share the same views and all that, they're pretty successful. But complete opposites work together too. Surprisingly well sometimes. They compensate for each other's weaknesses, and they support one another. Then I look at how hard we work just to avoid screaming at each other, and I don't buy it.
Don't be so hasty to dismiss your own hypothesis. For instance, I am apt at cleaning, but have no talent for cookery, whilst you loathe cleaning, but are a splendid chef. Would it not be an easier life if, rather than struggle through our weaker areas, we divided the work?
Huh. I suppose our differences do have their advantages that way.
Indeed. If we combine our abilities, housework would be conquered and dinner rendered delicious. There are other ways we could find to support one another, I would imagine. We might make a better pair than you think. You and I, together.
Huh. Might be onto something. You and I could be pretty good together. Wait, why are we talking about this? Are you trying to propose marriage with promises of clean floors? You think I'm that easy of a catch? Honestly.
I did no such thing. You were the one who started discussion on the topic in the first place.
And the married couple decides to go at it again.
Your face looks stiff as ever, Gilbert.
As I said before, I cannot change my nature.
Yes, you can.
Understood. And I suppose seeing you train with an expression of glee would be rather unsettling. Still, you finished for the day, yes? Would you join me for tea and perhaps a chat?
Professor Hanneman, may I ask a question first?
Certainly. Ask away. I'll answer whatever is within my power to do so.
Why concern yourself with me? I have no crests. I'm of no particular use to you.
Whatever are you talking about? I don't speak to you out of some ulterior motive. Certainly, I have previously approached others because of my research interests. That is not the case here. I merely wish to get to know you.
You wish to know me?
Yes.
And I mean, can I fuse the students yet or not?
The opportunity to find friends my own age, you see. Well, regardless of how you feel, speaking for myself, I already consider you something of a friend. You must have heard of my tenacity. It will prove easier if you accept my offer of friendship now. Was that a laugh? A rarity for you, Gilbert. Can I take that to mean we are friends indeed?
I see no reason not to be so.
Well, I am honored. Then, as a first step, I would like it if we could find a common interest. A hobby to engage in. Something the younger folk would not appreciate and may even be irritated by.
I look forward to it.
Another laugh. I must say, we make a better duo than I first expected.
Alrighty. Holy Jesus.
Professor Hanneman, what do you think of my progress so far?
To be blunt, you are still struggling more than I would expect.
Ah, I see. I suppose I need to give it a little more of that Alois oomph.
How does someone remain so upbeat when they are accomplishing, well, absolutely nothing?
Come again? I didn't quite catch that.
Just jabbering to myself. Pay me no mind.
All right. I've been wondering, why did you agree to train me in the first place? When I told everyone you were teaching me, they could hardly believe it.
Well, if I'm completely honest, you're less of a student and more of an experiment.
Well, at least he's being honest.
No crest, but you might be able to learn magic, despite our early results. And the potential magical ability of those who lack a crest is precisely what I hope to research.
That's a surprise. A crest scholar researching people without crests?
When studying crests, it is also important to understand the effects of their absence. After all, the very reason for all of my research is to grant the power of a crest to anyone who desires it. If it is in fact possible to increase the magical potential of people lacking a crest, then I find myself one step closer to my goal. Hence, my experiments with you are quite valuable to my research.
Oh, that's wonderful! What a great man you are, Professor Hanneman. Truly a man among men. Why, if I could prove it's possible to use magic without a crest, what an honor that would be! Oh, please, use me as you see fit. I won't let you down. I promise.
There's one thing I don't like about this support.
Quietly.
I have several commoners in the party that are able to use magic without a crest.
Come on, enemy.
It's mostly because I got them through...
A bright future awaits.
It's mostly because I put them through the monk and the other magical job trees.
Shouts and screams are detrimental to scholarly research and to my ears.
Oh, I meant to tell you, I have some friends who struggle with magic as well. I'll ask them to help. Perhaps if we all chip in, we can make your dream a reality. Onward!
Alois! Forget it. That man never slows down. But I suppose I can appreciate why some are drawn to his exuberance.
Alright, Gilbert. With Ash, okay.
Excellent. Well done, Ash. Continue such work, and you will certainly make a name for yourself.
You think so? Thank you, Gilbert. You really are amazing, you know. Your skills with the lance and bow are just incredible.
One learns the craft of knighthood well after 40 years of service.
Wow, 40 years? That's incredible. With that many years of training, I'd be really strong, wouldn't I?
Further training and service will only make you stronger. Yet why spend your life this way? Knighthood is not glamorous. On long campaigns, you sleep rough in all manner of weather, and may eat gruel more often than venison. It seems odd that you would admire me, or that you would long to be a knight. Are you sure of yourself?
But of course, it's been my dream for a long time now. I really can't help but admire you. Your years of knighthood are so impressive.
I do not deserve your praise. I merely performed my duties to the best of my skill.
Don't be modest, you're a great knight.
He's a great knight, but a
If there's
terrible
any more
father.
you can teach me, I would be very happy to learn.
Tell me this. Once you don the armor, raise your shield, and level your lance, why? What is it you wish to protect?
Protect? Well, whatever needs protecting, right?
You must know exactly what you protect before you become a knight.
I understand. I'll take that to heart. What is it that you want to protect, if I may ask?
My duty has always been to protect my lord. That is a given for any knight. But for myself, doubly so. Then there are the personal reasons. Each knight has their own. Yet mine, I do not speak of.
Oh. How come?
Because it is personal. Mine. It allows me to focus on the work and grants me discipline. That is sufficient.
Discipline, huh? Something to protect. I'll have to think of something.
Oh boy.
The blue sea glimmers in the dark. The red canyon calls.
Oh.
Goddess, reach in dreams. To her throne she falls. To her throne she falls.
Manuela's voice actress really does a great job with her singing voice.
Manuela, that's the old you. Ought to blow Gilbert away any day now. Huh?
Oh.
Gilbert, how long have you been there?
Since the beginning of your song. I'm sorry. I did not mean to disturb you.
I don't usually let others watch me practice. Do understand that I was just practicing, Gilbert. It was not a perfect performance, so I demand you erase it from your memory immediately.
I will not. Such a performance would be a shame to forget. You were even livelier than before.
Not again. How can you say that with such an expressionless... Gilbert?
What's the matter?
Gilbert, you're smiling. My goodness.
Your voice must have drawn it from me. Obviously, I was taken by your beautiful voice. And also, your impassioned form.
My form?
You won your challenge, my Lady Manuela. I concede defeat.
What just happened? I was only practicing, and a guarded, handsome, older man. And I'm the only lady who can raise a smile from him? Maybe you've still got it after all, Manuela. Maybe you do.
Oh, Jesus. Is she going to try and seduce him? He's married, you know. Oh, boy. Alois.
How goes it, Gilbert?
Sir Alois, have you also come to fish? If I am in your way, you need but say so.
Oh, no, I was passing by. Please, carry on. Hold on. You haven't caught a single fish yet. Are you feeling unwell?
No, it is nothing of the sort. I am not here to catch a fish today.
So you're fishing, but not in hopes of catching a fish. How unusual. Oh, I see. You're a vegetarian.
No. I am using this time to examine my past deeds. When I am fishing, the world fades, and I am left alone with myself.
That is,
Perhaps the correct way to fish is the way you do, Alois. Simply for the pleasure. I deeply regret I am unable to be the angling companion you desire.
No need, Gilbert. A thought occurs to me.
And what might that be?
It was Captain Gerald who first taught me how to fish. Spare time between missions, and he said it was the perfect hobby.
Is that so?
He was always looking out on the water as though lost in thought. Perhaps he wasn't fishing to catch fish either. Perhaps he was facing something within himself, silently struggling with his thoughts and hiding the struggle from me and everyone else.
We cannot know the minds of the departed. Therefore, we wrestle with their ghosts.
Yes, that's true. Very well. I will join you today after all. Please teach me this art of fishing without fishing. I think it would do me some good to gaze on the water and think fondly about my old mentor.
Of course.
Aww.
It would be my pleasure.
Alright. Gilbert and Catherine.
Hello, Gilbert. Done with your drills? That's a shame. I was just about to ask if you'd spar with me. What bad timing.
Eh? As I understood, you wounded your arm in battle. Were you not told to avoid exerting yourself for some time, so as to not aggravate the injury?
The arm's all healed now. Thanks for asking. Besides, I have to keep exercising it or the muscle will waste away. Here I am, ready to spar.
Catherine, your wound was gravely deep and should be given time to heal.
It's not the first time I've gotten a scratch in battle. You needn't be concerned. Besides, eventually I'll lose this whole body, not just an arm. As a knight, I have to come to terms with the fact that I will die someday.
Please, speak not of such ill-omened thoughts. I could not bear to see you fall in battle, Cassandra. Oh, pardon me. I am quite sorry, Catherine.
Is something wrong? It's not like you to blurt that out where anyone could overhear.
I allowed my emotions to best my good sense. My deepest apologies.
It's not like anyone is looking for me in Garreg Mach, but still. Since we both have secrets to hide, we'd do well to watch our mouths. Right, Gustav?
Yes, agreed. It may be poor compensation for my gaffe, but I will aid you in your training if you are still interested. If you're completely certain you're healed and strong enough, that is.
Always so formal, eh? Still, I humbly accept your kind offer, good sir. Let's see how your land skills fare against me.
Alright. Alright. Leonie.
That's enough. You're done for today.
Right. Thanks.
Are you feeling pain anywhere, Leonie?
No. Sorry, I'm alright.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I can't hold my own against you. And on top of that, you have to worry about hurting me. I feel like I've let you down.
Sounds like a street cleaner outside.
Do you know what I meant when I said, you're done for today?
Probably that I was about to keel over.
No, it wasn't about your physical strength. I could tell that you didn't have the will to keep fighting.
I've got plenty of will.
No matter what I do, I can't win. Isn't that what you were thinking? If you think you can't win, you won't. Perhaps you already knew that.
Good point.
But never assume that you'll win. That is, don't underestimate your foe. At all times, you have to keep a clear head to make split decisions. In battle, mistakes are deadly.
But I don't have a crest. Relic. How could I ever hope to beat you?
If you put it like that, I'll fight barehanded, and I won't use my crest. Think you can win? Do your worst. Oh dear, I might have overdone it there. But I believe in her. I would be doing her a disservice if I pulled any punches. It's Leonie after all. She'll be back on her feet and charging at me before I know it.
What did you do to her? That begs the question, what did she do to her?
You know, Catherine, you really saved my hide. If not for you, I would have bought that phony coin. So I just wanted to say, money thanks. Really, I can't begin to express my gratitude.
There's no need to thank me, Alois. It was nothing. But I am a little worried about you. You just immediately believed what he was saying. You're way too trusting. I wish you'd be a little more skeptical about people, that's all.
Yes, you make a good point. I'll try to be more cautious from now on.
Excuse me, sir. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt.
Good day, ma'am. Do you need something?
I'm afraid so. You see, I'm a humble traveler, and a pickpocket stole all my money. I don't have enough to get home, and I have nowhere to sleep tonight. Please, sir, spare a little money to help me.
Oh, I'm so sorry about your troubles. I don't have much on me, but here.
Alois, no, not so fast! You there, traveler. Tell me your name. I'd like to take an official statement from you so that we can investigate this theft. Once we ascertain exactly what happened, then we will lend you some money. How does that sound? And she's gone.
What? You don't mean she was trying to...
Yes, she was. It's a common trick for cheats to pull. They pluck at your heartstrings so that you'll give them your money. You just said you'd be more careful, too. You really are an easy mark, Alois.
How embarrassing.
Wow.
Why are you so quick to trust people?
I've always believed that to earn others' trust, you have to be trusting.
You're taking that philosophy a bit too far.
How did this guy become a knight? Let alone one of the leaders of the Knights of Saros.
Hey. We don't need to have this conversation. You don't know what I was going to say. Something about our vastly different approaches to life. Fine then. We don't need to talk about it.
Another lover's quarrel.
Actually... Really, Sorry, you go first. I was gonna say I'd hear you out. Okay, let's talk about it. I will be faithful to Lady Rhea until I die. If I had to choose between you and her, I would choose her every time. I assume that disqualifies me from being your partner.
Between you and Rhea, I'd choose you. But between you and me, I'd choose me. That probably disqualifies me from being your partner, too.
Well, no. I'm quite fond of being alive. I don't intend to sacrifice my life either. If it came down to you or me, I'd choose...
What's wrong?
Nothing. You're not like the rest of the knights. Maybe someday you'll have to take a path that diverges from ours. What if we went to war with your country?
It is a possibility.
Maybe I shouldn't be thinking like that.
The future is one of the great mysteries of life. We can worry about it when the time comes. But until our paths diverge, you're my partner. And I couldn't ask for a better one.
You got that right. I'm the best there is.
Well then. Alright. Oh, thank God, only 2 for him.